Hello, everyone. It's great to have you here once again. Great to see everyone. If today is your first time joining us, my name is Feisha Obilisami, your favorite financial expert. So let's get right into today's topic. Today, we're going to be talking about something that is very, very key in business. And as a business owner, this topic, I'm sure, will interest you a great deal. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to be showing you some basic things that will help you to keep basic accounts. Okay, we're going to delve into it right away. Today's topic is on how to protect your business from employee fraud or embezzlement. Research has it that at least 75% of theft in business or fraud is done by employees. And if you're into merchandise, into selling of stock and all, it goes as high as 89%. That is really big. And I'm sure that you'd like to pay attention to this particular topic to know how you can protect your business and ultimately your finances from employee fraud or embezzlement. So let's get right into it. We're talking about protecting your business from employee fraud or embezzlement. And this is a key theme, just like I told you before. Now, let's look at what is employee embezzlement or fraud. This is when an employee takes money, assets, stock from the business without permission from the owner and conceals it, conceals the fact that it has been taken. So in that case, fraud has been committed, right? Here are some examples. For instance, taking cash from the company's register, using company credit cards for personal use, falsifying records to hide what they've taken, stealing company assets, such as stock, inventory, equipment, things like that, accepting bribes, kickbacks from vendors, from other customers, right? These are things that employees do, and they are done in violation of trust. Their employer knows nothing. This is a violation of trust and can cause financial harm to the business, right? Okay. So why do employees commit fraud or embezzlement? Financial pressures. Some are in debt. Because they are in debt, they take what does not belong to them. Some have desires to improve their lifestyle or achieve financial independence. So these are things that can prompt someone to take what does not belong to them and hurt the business. Ultimately, if they keep doing it, it will definitely eat deep into the pockets of the business and hurt the business. And they rationalize this because they feel they are under financial pressure, so they can continue. We also have lack of recognition in an institution or business where employees are not recognized. When they do well, they feel undervalued, they feel mistreated, or some of them even feel bullied or wronged, even by a colleague. So they go ahead and do something to cause problems for that colleague. They feel, well, if I'm going to be leaving here, I'll take you along with me. I'll do something, right? Let me do something to cause the company to lose something, because I've worked so hard for them and, they've not done anything for me. These feelings are wrong, but it happens in business and it happens more often than a lot of business owners will care to admit. All right, so let's also look at number 3. We have opportunity and lack of accountability. Employees will feel that, well, nobody's going to be checking me. Nobody knows what I'm doing. My boss trusts me completely. Everything is with them, the password, the bank account, they can transfer money, they can do this, they can do that. You trust them completely. And because of that, with impunity, they do whatever it is they want to do. They commit fraud, they take and take and take. And, some of them are looking at the revenue of the business. They're not even looking at the income element. So they look at the revenue. Oh, this is so much money, not thinking that this is capital for the business. And ultimately, the business owner loses not just the income, but also the capital for their business. Number 4, company culture. Company culture that prioritizes profits above ethics, right? A company has policies, has standards that they follow. As a business owner, you shouldn't change the standards for one customer and then another standard for another customer. Employees will take advantage of it. They will explore the loopholes, and they will ensure that they are able to pilfer from it. They're able to negotiate their own deals and all, because there is no standard. Yeah, they're not held to any particular standard. And the policies of the business are not being properly kept, even by the owner of the business. All right, let's move on. How do you detect or curb employee fraud or embezzlement? Number one, conduct regular financial audits. This is very, very important, so that you can pick out the discrepancies, ask questions, nip it in the bud, and throw out the bad eggs. Then you have monitoring systems. You must have monitoring systems like CCTV cameras, login tracking, and the likes, especially for businesses that deal in large stock. Number three, anonymous tip lines. Ensure anonymous tip lines for employees are available so that the employees can easily report suspicious activity. If you give them an enabling environment to report such activities, they will definitely do that, right? And that will help your business a great deal. Then number four, conduct thorough background checks on new employees and monitor employee behavior, such as changes in lifestyle, unusual work habits, and things like that. People will stay too late at work when everyone is gone. People who are living beyond their means, what you pay, what they're using, and things like that. It helps to look into things like that, to know what they are doing, right? Then let's move on to how to prevent employee fraud or embezzlement. Number one, establish clear policies and procedures for financial transactions. This is very, very important. Like I said, keep to a particular standard. This is how we do our work. This is our policy. These are the people that must approve a transaction, and things like that before the transaction can go through. People just don't do things willy-nilly. Number two, rotate jobs and separate duties to prevent any one employee from having too much control or access to sensitive areas. This is very, very important. Don't just leave someone doing a whole lot of things. I know a lot of businesses do it, trying to save money. You may be trying to save money in one place, and then you're losing so much more than you would have paid someone else to do that work, right? And because you left it with one person, the person is able to take and take and take without anyone finding out. Number three, set up a system that always requires dual authorization for financial transactions. Very, very important. Authorization should not be with one person. You shouldn't just be, manager can authorize it, manager can authorize it. No, you should have an internal control person, an audit person who looks into the transactions before the transactions are completed, so that easily they can detect if there are errors or if a fraud is about to be committed. Let's move on from here. So we move on to the next, which is how to respond when an employee is suspected of fraud. Number one, investigate and review of policies. Ensure you conduct a very thorough investigation. Don't just look at it on the surface and say, this is what happened, this one happened. Ensure you have your evidence, because this will help you to go into your policies and review the policies. Where the loopholes are, you can easily block them. Then number two, take disciplinary actions immediately. Let others see that you have zero tolerance for such behavior, right, in your establishment. Ensure that you report such cases, if need be, to the regulatory bodies or to the police. Ensure that that case is properly dealt with to forestall any such thing happening again. Number three, restitution. Seek restitution for losses incurred due to fraud. In some cases, we say, let the person just go, this and that. During your investigation, if you can get money back, please do get your money back. This can really disrupt your business. Your capital can be eroded if people steal from you and you don't get restitution, right? So seek restitution, get your money back. And this is why bookkeeping is so important. Remember that bookkeeping is a process of recording and managing a company's financial transactions. It's essential to keep accurate records to prevent employee dishonesty. And this is very, very true. Companies who have the proper books are able to easily investigate fraud, embezzlement, theft, pilfering from their staff, and they don't have to suffer these kind of things for a long period of time. Every business will have one thing or the other, but with proper books, you can easily mitigate against fraud or embezzlement in your business. Having gone through this class, I'm sure you'll agree with me that keeping proper books will help you prevent fraud and embezzlement in your business. It's very, very important that as business owners, we take this very, very seriously. Our books, we ensure accurate record keeping so that in cases of an investigation where you have to investigate such matters, you can easily go into your books. You can get an expert to look at your books and fish out whatever the discrepancies might be. You can easily cover up the loopholes that the employees may be exploiting in your business. And if you need a financial expert, well, we are available. You can contact us via WhatsApp or via the YouTube page where you're watching us right now. You can leave a comment and we'll get to you. See you again next time. And do remember that accurate books can definitely lead to higher profits. So keep your books right. See you again next time. Bye-bye.